guys. Just get you guys all set up here. Tell you what we're doing here today. So, it's been a while since I did a video. Last one I did was, ripping that thing around. It is the little gator. And I ripped it around and I had fun in the rain with it last. It held up just fine, but the spindle was always bent. I'm just working on the spindle, trying to get a replacement. So while I'm waiting on parts for this thing, I figured we'd get something going for the kiddos that I have that are so interested in the stuff that I build. Most of this stuff is for me and the kids to rip around. So this is the mini Jeep. So that's a Power Wheels Jeep. It's the same body as what they use in Grindhard Plumbing for their Princess Jeep, but it's a little green body version of it. I've cut most of the stuff out to use on that frame. This frame came from Facebook Marketplace. It was free and it just had, you can see all the rusty parts. And I put the tires and rims and the rear axle, the seat and the steering on, and also the tie rods. It's kind of like a tractor front end. Here, I'll show you guys. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, show what we got going on here. Look at the front end of this thing. It's kind of like a lawnmower tractor. It's got a center pin. It's like the angle iron specialist go-kart. The whole thing is made out of angle iron. I thought that was so unique. You know, this is a piece of square somebody cut out of something to make the spindles. And it has a center pin. And when you lift up on one side, like it pivots. So I thought that was very unique. I thought it'd be cool to try and build it out. They've also done this angle with the front wheels. I don't know if you guys can see that. And when you turn, like I put the tie rods on, it only had one, and then it had it linked together before. So I got two that I got off Amazon. They were meant for the mini trike. But I had two extras, so I slapped them on here. And now, because whoever did this with the angle iron, they tapered it in. Look how well it turns. Like, that's a lot of angle for steering. I don't have anything that can turn that well, that sharp. You know, it even moves. Here, I'll show you. Take a look at this. It's like it was meant for these tires, by the way. These are rain tires. Gotta love having rain tires in British Columbia, I'm not gonna lie. This is a stool seat, by the way. Don't worry. It's just for mock-up. It's gonna be getting used, but that's definitely a stool. The other thing is this is a 1-inch axle I threw on, and this disc right here came off one of those Chinese ATVs. Fits nice and tight. That's gonna be our brake disc. I got a brake from that same 100cc quad, kids quad. Got the brake. And these bolts, I just took off the handlebars because they're longer, and we're going to use those to mount it to that part of the frame. And I got brake lines, and these are from a steering from my S10 for like the shifter column, and I'm going to use those to make pedals. We're going to bend those, make some pedals out of them. I thought, you know, it's pretty close to the right angle. The tube for the brakes, we're going to use a tie rod end, and that is what I'm going to use for the floorboards. So let's get at it, guys. I can't wait to build this little go-kart, slap that body on it. Let's do something. So this part here and this part back here, the axle's a little higher than this part, and I need the seat to like sit almost over top of that part, so you got enough leg room. I don't mind having the axle here. I'll build an axle guard or a sprocket guard here, so you know that's not close enough to you, but it needs to sit like right there is what I'm thinking for the seat. I think it's a little bit farther. Yeah, see the lines? I'm sorry, I don't know if you can, but I have lines drawn here. That's where the seat is going to sit. So then I have to make some sort of way to mount this. Bring you guys in for a look now. I just stuck these pieces that I cut of bed frame. I just stuck them in there, clamped them on. That's going to be where our seat attaches to. And then I'm going to weld this in real quick. So I did, if you look at it, it's on a bit of a tilt. And that is actually to make it so you're leaned forward just a little bit so that you have more weight on the front of the tires so that you can actually corner this thing, hopefully with more weight on the front, because otherwise it's like plowing, the front end plows. So I'm gonna weld this real quick, guys. Enough for a seat, I take it. Hey guys, that's what I'm thinking. There you go. At least it lets the seat sit farther back. I like it. What do you think? Yep. I'm in. Yeah. Figure that out in a minute. Let's flip it over. I want to see if the stop sign fits inside underneath it. Or the do not turn sign. Try to get you in a better angle. Can you see it from there? Okay, we're going to tip it on its side so we can see if the sign fits for the bottom. Okay, this is the sign I got. The way we want it to go. This. This. Kind of like it that way. Okay. Sorry guys. Yeah, still 20 and a quarter. All right, so told you guys I'd measure this all out and bring you guys back after I had it. So all the black tape I have to cut basically up to it, and then I can just remove the tape, but I think once I get to here I have to cut over, I don't know. So I'm going to cut the basic square out because I know that right away. I'll show you, I'll do this on camera real quick. I think I'm just going to use the Sawzall. If the Sawzall don't work, then I'm going to go to a jigsaw. If jigsaw don't work, I'm going to go to a cutoff saw. Well, it is what it is. This is the next day, by the way, so it got late last night and I wouldn't have had dinner, so I'm going to get in on doing this real quick and you guys can watch it. sign now. It's got a bunch of little divots and dents and stuff where it didn't adhesive to it, but it doesn't really matter. I just painted it black so it was a little bit more, I don't know, durable for under your feet. It's just not gonna matter, but that's the sign anyways. I did grind it with the flap wheel so that it's not sharp. And yeah, so I gotta drill some holes to attach this to the bottom. And I did cut an engine plate for that, which has to be tacked on to behind there. I'll show you. So hold on. Take a look. So I haven't attached it yet, but I drilled some holes in a plate, just like that. And I gotta weld that to like there's what I'm thinking. I had a mark yet, just like that. Make sure I get it nice and straight, and then tack that on. And we have to do the attach this. Hey, buddy. The underside of it. Can you see now? Hold on. Okay, engine's off. So let's flip this up and see what it looks like. Watch out, little bugger. Okay. Sweet. Move it. So, see there's a nub. Not from me, but it's up there. Alright. That's cool, right? I think, anyways. That's gonna be the floor pan. No right turns. I'm gonna I'm gonna drill some holes, put some hardware in here. I'm thinking like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe one in the middle, 7, 8. I got like a bunch of them, but I'll have to buy some hardware for that, so we'll just tack it into like 4 of them for now, just to hold it until I figure out what I'm gonna do next. So let's drill some holes. Well, first I'm gonna clamp it so it doesn't move. Where's the clamp? Okay. Yep. And yeah, shout out to Puddin's Fab Shop. Poor Puddin caught a piece of metal in the eye, went up and under his glasses, caught him right in the retina, right on the lower part. Now I wear these, I can't even grind on anything anymore without thinking of that guy, so I wear these every time now to make sure that I don't get anything in my eye. I was lazy on this before, but after that guy, I like Puddin's Fab Shop. He's half the reason why I do this YouTube channel. So just so anybody out there, you ever think about doing this yourself, I didn't use them all the time, so now I use them all the time. So if he sees this video, hey Puddin, at least you got me wearing them. Which is, man, it's hard to get somebody else to wear something. But, like I said, that looked painful. Okay. Measure between the two. It's 15. I'm gonna throw you guys on time lapse because this will be a while. All right, so tell me what you guys think. Yeah, no right turns. It's just self-tapered on right now, but in the future I'll get some better hardware. I just don't have any at the moment. And yeah, I noticed a couple things while I'm down here. I think I'm gonna weld in this part right here and that part right there. Yeah, so it's probably going to distort the sign a little bit, but actually, I'm going to take them all off real quick. Only takes a second. Also, these are tweaked like this now because I did cut them off and then bend them up so that we had some sort of caster or camber, either or. So I'm going to tack this, and that's what you guys will see me doing next. Great. She's tacked. Pull that engine off now. It looks pretty straight. You guys tell me what you think. That's not bad. Front's got to be welded on, so I'll weld that up real quick. Definitely don't want the spackle on that because it's going to pain me in the future. In the hind end, that's what that'll make that. Cover that up. And I'm right-handed, so it's easier for me. Just trying to keep that out of the spatter, guys. Pop the breaker again. It doesn't usually do that. That's one side. I'm going to do the underside of that, I think. Yep. I think I'm just going to go whoop, right there. You can see that. There you go, guys. So I'm just going to weld up this part here now. You guys got that? Yeah. You should have seen what I just did. I welded her in there. I'm gonna do this other side here, and then I'm gonna call that good. Booger weld, oh, booger weld, booger weld. I gotta do one along there too, because I don't think I did that one the day back in the while I was ago either. Jesus. Booger weld. Boom, boom, boom. Flop her down, guys. Great. Penetration feels like she's in there. I'm happy with it. I mean, that's more. What more do you want? A little less spackling on the cross would have been nice, yes. this other piece of steel here. That's going to be the seat. Yeah, so I'm going to weld that in where I think the seat is going to sit. Sure. And then we have to drill the holes for the bolts for the bottom of the seat. Figure out what kind of hardware that seat used to come with originally. I don't really know. What are we doing next? Good question. I'm gonna say I have to take the hub off, this one off here to weld that up. So maybe I do that while I got the welder out. Bet you can't get that axle out right now though. I can probably weld it on there, but yeah. You know, I'm gonna have to pull this off and weld it up to that little hub. And weld the seat in. I think those are the two next things that I do. So let's test the seat real quick. You guys still watching?